I had a question about the cutting boards that I use. What do I use them for, and what do I buy, and why do I choose the one I choose? Let's talk about that really quick. I'm going to start with the ones that I don't cut on. That's these guys in the back. These are really beautiful bamboo cutting boards, right? Beautiful designs, wonderfully sustainable hard wood, but the key word there is a very hard wood. And what's wrong with that is that over time, as often as I cook, my knife blade, which in its sharp, when it hits that hard surface, begins to get dull very quickly. Now, repetitive use means I've got to sharpen my knife more often. Sharpening my knife more often means I'm losing lifetime on my knife. I care more about the longevity of my knife as a chef than I do about the longevity of my cutting board. Because in the industry, those things get thrown around all over the place. It's just a means. These guys, our knives, we love these things. And what does a knife look like after 20 years? This guy. I know you're like, that looks like a dagger or a tooth. It used to be rounded. It used to be rounded just like this knife. But over 20 years of sharpening, as you can see, it's lost a lot of depth. Meaning every time you sharpen on a stone or you take it to get sharpened, it's just whittling that down a little bit, making it smaller. Most people don't hold on to their knives that long. Some of us do. Some of us keep them for a really long time, and that's where these really hard cutting surfaces make for beautiful pictures. I can lay and display my food out like I did with the California walnuts on this awesome Have a Plant cutting board, and it was a spectacular image. But the workhorse in my house, and even in the commercial kitchens, are these plastic resins. Now, some of the discussion or the comments about, well, you don't want those soft plastic cutting boards because they get nicked. Well, that's exactly why I want them. That soft surface keeps from ruining my knife. And I can clean those nicks pretty well because we soak these cutting boards in antimicrobial solutions to get it all out and clean them. You can't soak a wooden cutting board at all. You can't soak a wooden cutting board at all. I'm not sure, in my opinion, that I could get a well-used wooden cutting board as clean as I can one of these plastic resin ones. And again, the benefit of the plastic resin cutting board is that it's a softer cutting surfaces. It will get all of those marks in there, which means I do have to clean it, but it's not that hard on my knife. And I'm in a quick pinch and I want to do something fast and I don't want to get my cutting board all dirty, I'll actually use some of these plastic flimsy guys. And you're like, really? Yeah. Hopefully at a distance you can see all those score and cutting marks on there. Right? It's a very soft surface. It's easy to wash. I can disinfect it incredibly quickly. And at the end of the day, they're not expensive. I can just throw it away because I'm really trying to protect my knife, not my cutting boards. Now, some of the benefits for bamboo cutting boards that are these hard surfaces is that they don't score and they don't get nicks. So it's less likely you'll get bacteria growing inside them that are hard to clean. But again, I can't soak this to get it really clean over time. I could resurface it or sand it down, absolutely, but I don't know many people at home who are going to take their cutting boards and resurface or resand. These plastic cutting boards you can buy online, throw them away. You can get this from any online restaurant store, for example, or get your chef buddy to go buy you one at a local kitchen shop. But this is the stuff that I would use. It's my workhorse. It's what nobody sees in the background. And these beautiful cutting boards here, these bamboo hardwoods, this is the stuff that shows off all the sexy. A lot of videos and pictures that you see only show the sexy, so it gives people the wrong idea of like, hey, that must be the right cutting board. You know, it's really not. And you can cut a variety of food on a single cutting board. You should probably have different ones for your meat and your produce. You don't want cross-contamination, but again, realistically, most people only have one cutting board in their home. And if that's the case, I wouldn't want to put meat on a wooden cutting board. I would put it on a plastic cutting board that can be truly disinfected with a good soak. Just food for thought when you're getting ready to buy a cutting board, and understand that all the pretty shit you see in the pictures and the videos, it's not what's really getting used in the background. I do this because it's fun and hope you learned something. Smash the like button, friend, follow, subscribe, and comment so I know you like it too. Thanks.